Hello, high school sports fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Skyridge versus Lehi from This Is the Place Arena at Lehi High School. I am Brian Brown. You are watching live on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network as a crosstown rivalry comes to life. And here we are for tip-off. Tapped around and controlled by the Falcons. In the visiting orange, they're going up against the Lehi Pioneers in their home whites. Previously, Lehi won the rivalry matchup game earlier in January, 64-61, as the Falcons inbounds here. Skyridge 12-7 on the season, Lehi 8-11. Skyridge works the basketball around the horn, into the corner. Under 10 on the shot clock, over into the corner, dribble, kicks back out, wing, penetrates, takes it inside, puts it up, off the glass, no good, rebound controlled by Lehi. A reminder for those watching at home, there is no shot or game clock here on the broadcast. Three-pointer up and no good, rebound controlled by the Falcons, quickly into the front court, up with the basketball, no good, and the action is crisp early on. Joel Gardner with the miss there. Pioneers initiate the offense. Shot up and off for Nate Rosenoff. That'll go to the Falcons. If you're looking for leading point scorers for the Falcons, it's Carson Mosteller at 14.4 a game. For the Pioneers, Ashton Schuel at 22. Penetration, spins, puts it up with the left-hand floater, is good. Nice bucket for the first 2 points of the game from Joel Gardner. Basket there for the Pioneers. Skyridge quickly into the front court. Falcons work around the horn. Top of the key to Mosteller. Gardner with a penetration, dishes inside. Finds Ryder Gentry, puts it up, misses, gets the follow to go. 2 points for Ryder Gentry. The Falcons take a 4-2 lead. Deep three-pointer up and no good. Rebound controlled by the Pioneers. Backed out again. Three-pointer up. That one rims out. And Lehi still looking to connect from beyond the arc here with 5:15 left in the first quarter. Falcons into the front court. Over into the corner, bumped. And a blocking call there. It'll be the first team foul against the Pioneers. The Falcons will inbound from the baseline. Can't get the scoreboard to tally. Inbounds, that goes almost out of bounds, and it is called out of bounds for the Pioneers. Apologies as we have some scoreboard issues right now on the broadcast. We'll get that rectified as soon as we can. Foul before the shot there. Falcons leading 4-2. Second team foul by the Pioneers. Second team foul this possession. It seems like Skyridge has had the ball for almost a minute. Penetration, goes inside, kicks back out. Wing, three-pointer up, no good. Rebound controlled by Tillman Hewish. Hewish into the front court. Oh, Contact, falls down, no call there. Falcons advance it into the front court, pushed up. Follow is good. Nice bucket there from Ryder Gentry. Early 2 follow-ups from Ryder Gentry has the Falcons up 6-2 in the first quarter. 4:25 on the clock. Should be able to see the scoreboard now if you're watching at home. Inbounds from the Pioneers. Hewish near the timeline. Gets it back on the wing. Down low on the block. Shot up and good. Beautiful fadeaway there from Ashton Schuell. He'll be one to watch tonight for the Pioneers. Falcons work the pick and roll action. Down low, back up top, shot up and good. 4-3, Carson Mosteller. Nine to 4, 3:37 left to play here in the first. Back to Schuell, he puts it up off the front of the rim, no good. Falcons clear the rebound quickly into the front court. Lehi, nice job getting back on defense, and the Falcons will set up the offense. Wall work with a left-hand dribble, penetrates, spins, picks it up, kicks it back out. Gentry drives, goes through traffic. He gets the foul call on that one. That'll be the third team foul on the Pioneers. Gentry will go to the line to shoot 2. Great crowd tonight here in Lehi for shot up and good for Ryder Gentry. Five points early for Gentry. It's like going off the back of the iron, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, and Lehi will get the possession. Rivalry game tonight. Great crowd in the house. Guaranteed to be a physical affair between both these teams. You see Hewish push it up the court and draw the foul. It's just the first team foul against the Falcons that'll go against Koa Wallwork. Hewish with the dribble. Takes the screen. Resets. Crosses over. Kicks into the corner. Shot is up and shot is long. Rebound to the Falcons. Wall work quickly into the front court. Probes the defense. Backs it back out. Kicks it over. Dribble penetration up and off the front of the rim. No good. This is Carson Mosteller. Rebound to the Pioneers. And they'll look to push. Down low on the block, Tuckhow loses the ball. Falcons retain it and immediately fouled. That'll be the fourth team foul here on Lehi in the first quarter. 2:24 to play. 10-4, Falcons lead. So we see a substitution here for the Pioneers. Falcons in the road oranges will inbounds. Wallwork initiates the offense, down low to Gentry. He's got a nice lane. He puts it up and in. Electric start for Ryder Gentry tonight, as he has the majority of Skyridge points. Hewish penetrates, finds a man, works it around the perimeter. Aggressive defense from the Falcons knocks the ball away. Lehi retains possession. Wing extended, Trevor Anderson. He penetrates, puts the ball up, off the glass, no good. Rebound to the Falcons, and who else? Ryder Gentry. He pushes ahead. Mo Stellar to the corner. Koa brings it out, back up to Gentry. Back to Koa, and Skyridge will reset the offense. He looks, kicks back out. Gentry penetrates, finds a man in the wing. Shot is up, and shot is short. Rebound to the Pioneers. There's a lot of contact down low on that one. The officials letting this one stay a little physical early on. Hewish to Rosenloff. He sits on the wing. Early foul call before the shot. Foul called on Ryder Gentry, just the second team foul here for the Falcons. Lehi will inbounds from underneath the basket. Looking, finds a man in the corner. Shot is up and shot is off the front of the rim. Lehi still looking to connect from beyond the arc. Koa quickly into the front court. Finds a man cutting down the lane. Too many steps is the call on that one. Turnover on the Falcons. And with 50.3 on the clock and 35 on the shot, Lehi will have one last possession. Should have been more than likely will have one last possession. You never know with high school basketball. Skyridge working the offense around the horn. Shot is up. Shot is off the rim, no good. Follow is up and good for Decker Yeager. Much needed 2 points there for the Pioneers. 12-6, 17 seconds left to play. Koa Wall worked with the dribble. Falcons working the offense, tightly defended by the Pioneers. Shot is up off the turnaround and good! Joel Gardner hits the three at the buzzer and puts an exclamation point on a first quarter that was all Falcons as Skyridge takes the lead 15-6 at the end of the first. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school boys basketball here on the KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Back here at This Is the Place Arena from Lehi High School. You're watching high school boys basketball on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Brian Brown broadcasting live tonight from one of the more heated rivalry games on our schedule as the Skyridge Falcons come into the Pioneer home and take an early 15-6 lead in the first quarter. It was primarily on the back of Ryder Gentry, who helped the Falcons establish that early lead as the Pioneers inbound. Hewish, top of the key. Gets the ball back, penetrates, kicks it back out. Howe, back to Hewish. Penetrates, puts it up with right hand, and off the rim, no good. Follow, also no good. Rebound cleared by Ryder Gentry quickly into the front court. Skyridge avoids catastrophe, and the ball tipped around. And eventually foul committed there by the Pioneers. Skyridge will inbound from the baseline. 7:29 on the clock. Inbound goes to Gentry. Gentry to Hunter Sheffield. Back to Gentry. Skyridge content to work around the horn. Nice job by Gentry. Cuts and gets the reverse layup to go. Nice move by Ryder Gentry. And the Falcons first on the board here in the second quarter. 17-6, 7 minutes to play. Shot up by Hewish and good. Pretty little fadeaway there by Hewish. And Lehi on the board. 17-8. See the defense tightening up there for the Pioneers. Nice job. Shot up off the back of the rim. The Pioneers get the rebound. Carson Mosteller has not been able to get it going yet tonight. Just 2 points. Lehi quickly into the front court. Gets a shot up. No good. And the Falcons get the rebound. Quickly ahead. Shot up to Carson. He misses that one. Oh, the bunny will come back to haunt him at some point. Hewish able to control, and he'll bring it up in the front court. You can see the early frenetic pace has guys a little tired now as we reach the meat of the second quarter. Lehi swinging it around the horn, waits for the screen. Dribble penetrates, kicks in the corner. Fakes, back out to the wing. Dribble pen up, and shot is around and out, but the foul is called. And Ashton Schuell will go to the line. I want to remind everybody watching at home that high school sports is brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back. It's a big deal. Shot in the corner is good. A quick 2 points for the Pioneers off the inbounds. 17-10, 5:39 to play. Penetration dribble, shot is up. The jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors the Falcons, so they'll inbound. You see Carson Mosteller trying to put his imprint on this game any way he can. This would be expected for one of the best players for the Falcons. Penetration off the inbounds. Goes out to Koa. He's able to corral the wayward pass. Tightly defended, deep outside the arc. Penetration dribble. That is jumped up and held, and possession will go to the Pioneers. For Lehi, as they're chipping away at the lead, it's come primarily here on the defensive end in the second quarter. See wall work defending deep into the backcourt. Schuell with the basketball, puts it up with the left hand and rolls it in. Ashton Schuell with the two. 17-12. Pioneers slowly getting their way back into this one. The student section electric with a cheer. Mosteller, three off the iron, no good. That foul called on the Falcons, their second team foul. The Pioneers will inbound. See wall work pressuring the ball. Lehi able to break the press. Foul called there on the dribble penetration. It's Nate Rosenloff. Just the third team foul, so no bonus yet. Officials change the foul call to Carson Mosteller, and he'll check out. Inbound for the Pioneers. Deep into Rosenloff. He handles top of the key. Over to the wing, Schuell. Penetration stymied there. Finds Rosenloff. He puts the shot up with the right hand. And that is unable to go, but foul is called. You see Ryder Gentry slow to get up for the Falcons. That would be a massive hit for the Skyridge Falcons. Gentry's not able to go the rest of the way, but he's up and walking off the court, albeit gingerly. So we'll wait for the action to reset here as he checks out. And the training staff attends to him. Ryder Gentry, the leading rebounder for the Falcons. He averages 6.7 a game. He's also leading the way in points tonight. He has been outstanding for Skyridge. Well, inbounds here as they've been stymied a bit in the second quarter. 17-12 the score. Falcons with the ball and the lead. Mosteller up, no good. Rebound down to the Pioneers. Lehi into the front court. Top of the key to Griffin Reed. Dribble penetration, gives off to Rosenloff. Swings over to Schewel. Ashton, nifty dribble. Pulls up from three, little hitch in the shot. No good, Rosenloff with the rebound. 13 on the shot clock as he looks to back down the defender, kicks it back out to the top of the key to Reed. Ashton around the horn. Rosenloff finds the lane, puts it up with the right hand and hits it. Nice little layup from Nate Rosenloff. The Pioneers have cut the lead to 3 here, and the Falcons are going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school boys basketball here on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Here on the KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network, second quarter action. Skyridge inbounds up 17-14 against the Lehi Pioneers. Pass down low, up off the glass, and shot is good. Nice, easy bucket for Joel Gardner. The Falcons got that lead back up to 19-15. Excuse me, 19-14. Falcons jumped out to the early lead in the first quarter. Lehi fought their way back here in the second. A nice job clamping down defense. Inbound to Schewel. He puts it up and lays it in. Aaron Schewel has come alive here in the second quarter. 19-16. Pioneers again chipping their way back into this one. Falcons with the basketball. Good to see Ryder Gentry back in the game. He went down early with an injury. Mosteller swings around the horn, shot is up and off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound controlled by the Pioneers. Lehi looks to push. Reed pops from three, shot is up and shot is good! The equalizer from Griffin Reed, and we're tied at 19. Tight defense from the Pioneers following the make. Skyridge penetrates, puts it up, and lays it in. Oh, a beautiful bucket there from Joel Gardner. Much needed response from the Falcons. Pioneers setting up the offense. 1:40 left to play here in the second quarter. Reed to Rosenloff. Down low to Ashton. Ashton drives, puts it up, no good. No call there as he looks at the officials. Skyridge quickly pushes, and that's going to go the other way. Offensive foul on on Zach Gagon. That'll be the fifth team foul on Skyridge. Lehi in the penalty the rest of the way here. Skyridge with the lead, 21-19, 1:25 to play here in the second quarter. Schewel with the penetration, kicks back out to the wing. Dribbles down, puts up a wild shot, and rims around and rebound to the Falcons. And they look to push. Koa sets the offense. Finds Mosteller, swings it around the horn. Looking inside for Ryder Gentry. He's got the ball and puts the shot up. And he's fouled quickly. You can hear the displeasure from the Lehi student section I'm sure it's the first time in history they haven't liked an official's call. Ryder Gentry at the line for two. First one up and good. Gentry has been the motor early on for this Falcon basketball team. Doing his work on the boards. Had two early putbacks. He gets the second free throw as well. (23-19), 51 seconds to play. Lehi with the basketball. Reed gets it into the front court, across the timeline. Up top to Schul, who is physically defended. That one knocked away, cross-court pass. Lehi able to retain it. Shot is up off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound fought for, and jump ball is called. Nice job, good hustle there by Decker Yeager to tie up the basketball. And while possession stays with the Falcons, it at least allows Lehi to set up their defense. 26.7 left on the clock here. Shot clock is off. Falcons inbounds. Looks like they'll play for the final shot of the half. 23-19. Koa Wall work with the dribble. Defended by Nate Rosenloff. Penetration inside. That one tipped away and controlled by Lehi. They press quickly into the front court. Schul pops from deep and off the front of the rim. No good. And that's going to be the end of the first half. We'll wait and see what the results of that one are. See, Skyridge's coach ran out there immediately, worried about what was going on after the underneath the basket. Falcons take a lead into the half, 23 points over 19 for the Lehi Pioneers. You are watching high school boys basketball on the KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Back here for second half action as the Lehi Pioneers face off against crosstown rival Skyridge. Welcome back to second half. I am Brian Brown. This is the KSL Sports on the Rewind Sports Network. Early shot attempt, no good for the Pioneers. Hewish goes down to the deck as the Falcons push up into the front court. Up top, Carson Mosteller for three, and he hits it. Electric start for the Falcons. It's Hewish still injured from the fall earlier. Looks like he'll stay in the game. Seemed like it had something to do with the hand. We'll keep monitoring that situation. The handles look okay as he brings it up into the front court. Mosteller with a big three coming out of halftime. He struggled in the first half. Leading scorer for the Falcons. And they will need all of his energy and scoring prowess. This has been a tightly contested physical battle between the two rivals. Quickly around the horn for the Falcons. Mosteller back up top. Ryder Gentry. He was fantastic in the first half. Combination of hustle plays and putback buckets for Gentry as he sets a screen. Back up top, 10 seconds left on the shot clock for the Falcons. Ooh. Nice job avoiding the turnover, and Ryder Gentry gets the bucket for the Falcons. 28-19, 6:25 left. A reminder, there is no shot clock or game clock here on the broadcast. We'll keep you apprised of the situation. Deep three from Ashton Schul, and that is no good, but the Pioneers get the rebound. Hewish, yo-yo dribble, top of the key. Check it. It's actually timeline extended. Over to Ashton. Brings it out. Kicks to the wing. Shot up off the back of the rim. No good. Lehi a little cold here to start the second half. Same way they started the first quarter. Started to get it going there in the second. closed the gap on what was a double-digit lead for Skyridge at one point in time. Falcons working the offense, finding Gentry. He cuts through the lane. Penetration dribble cut off there. Good defense by Shuel, and that is a travel. And that'll go back to Lehi. Again, it has been a very physical game tonight. Let's see. Lehi tries to make a substitution. Griffin Reed checks in for Tillman Hewish. Reed into the front court. Ashton with nice handles. Tries to find a man on the cut, not able to do it. Ryder Gentry with the turnover. Advances on possession, tries to find a man that goes out of bounds. The Falcons will retain the basketball. Inbounds up to Carson. Swinging around the horn. Penetration dribble by Zach. Spins around the defender, puts it up with the right hand, and nicely off the glass. Zach Gagan for two. Lehi starting to fall behind here. Shot up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tapped by Griffin Reed and controlled by the Falcons. They will push. Penetration to dribble. Foul is called on Rosenlauf on the defense. And Joel Gardner will go to the line shooting two. Third quarter action, very similar to the first. This is Gardner's first free throw up and good. Skyridge jumped out to an early lead, and Lehi clamped down the defensive pressure and were able to fight their way back into it, closing it to single digits at halftime. And with the second free throw, Joel Gardner's pushed that lead to 13 now for the Falcons here in the second half. Ashton Shuel brings the ball up the court, hands off to Griffin Reed. Reed motions for the offense to start. Finds a man on the wing, looking for some action. Dribbles, hands off to Rosenlauf. Swings through the defender, gets the ball back. Shoots from deep on the three-point line, deep beyond the arc. That is no good, and rebounded by Koa. He quickly advances into the front court, dribbles inside, looks for a man, kicks back out top. Gardner takes the screen, gets into the paint, puts it up with the right hand. Oh, a nice lay-in there for Joel Gardner. And Skyridge has stretched this lead out to 15 points. 3:40 left to play here in the third quarter. You are watching high school boys basketball here on the KSL Sports on the Rewind Sports Network. Back here at This Is the Place Arena from Lehi High School. It's a crosstown rivalry matchup for tonight's high school boys basketball game on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. I am Brian Brown. You are watching Skyridge Lehi with 3:40 left in the third quarter, and the Skyridge Falcons have taken a 15-point lead here in the second half. They lead 34-19. Pioneers out of the timeout, trying to get a bucket. Shot fake up and good. Beautiful shot from Decker Yeager. That's exactly what the Pioneers needed, a three-point bucket out of the timeout. And feel the life come back into the arena a little bit. Defensive pressure picks up for the Pioneers. No stellar dribble penetration. Foul is called before the shot. It'll be just the second team foul for the Pioneers. And so Skyridge will inbound from the baseline. Quick inbound. Mosteller, top of the key. Looks. Tries to find a man inside, and that is stolen by Ashton. Quickly into the front court. He puts the ball up and drives, scores, and gets the foul. Ashton Schul with the bucket and the harm. What a play off the turnover by number 15. He'll get one more shot for the effort and an opportunity to get this lead back down to single digits with 2:48 left to play here in the third quarter. Shot is good. Monster play there from Ashton Schul as he gets the steal, the bucket, and the foul on the three-point play. See a bit of contact there. Ball finds its way to Carson Mosteller, and he gets the bucket. And that one is stolen by the Falcons. Quickly into the front court is Joel Gardner. Spins around, finds Gentry beyond the arc. Tries to get it down low to a man. No such luck on that one. The Pioneers maintain possession. Yeager with the basketball. Cross-court pass. Griffin Reed. Shot up. Shot good! Griffin Reed. The beautiful stroke. We've got a basketball game on our hands, folks. 36-28, under 2 minutes to play. You can feel the intensity picking up. Yeager knocks the ball out of bounds. A foul called on that. This has been a physical basketball game all night long. We'll see how the officials choose to call it the rest of the way. Again, a crosstown rivalry matchup. Hard to find a more heated rivalry than Skyridge Lehi. And that one's stolen. Showtime. Schul. Oh, misses the layup. Timeout called by Skyridge. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching high school boys basketball here on the KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Back here for the end of the third quarter. Skyridge versus Lehi. 1:43 left to play. Falcons inbounding with a 8-point lead. Penetration by Gardner. Nice little floater with the left hand. Gets it back up to 10. Joel Gardner has been fantastic here in the third quarter for the Falcons. Finds the cutter, Rosenloff. Ball is up and good! Big bucket for Nate Rosenloff. He'll get an opportunity to make it a three-point play. 38-30, 1:16 left to play here in the third quarter. Nice cut off the pass by Rosenloff. Gets the defender in the air and finishes strong. He'll get one more for his efforts. And that is up and good. 38-31, 1:13 left to play in the third. Gentry sets the screen, gets the ball on the cut, back out on the wing, penetrates, finds Gentry down low, layup no good. Rebound, Ashton Schul, who else? Brings the ball up into the front court. Oh, avoids catastrophe there. Bit of a mix-up with the defense, and then a floater down the lane. Nice shot by Trevor Anderson. 36 seconds left to play. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Skyridge with the basketball. 38-33. The lead has been cut to 5. There's been as many as 15 here in the third quarter. Pioneers extending the defense deeply out. Gardner penetrates, dribbles, foul is called before the shot attempt. Nice job there by Joel Gardner to find an open space and take it down the lane. Not enough team fouls, though, for the Pioneers, so this will be inbound from the baseline. 13 seconds left to play. Shot clock is off. Mosteller spins. Kicks to a man on the wing, but he steps out of bounds. And the Pioneers will get an opportunity to score with 6.5 left on the clock. Quickly inbounded to Schul. Dribbles up the court, loses the basketball. Up top, Gardner puts it up, no good. Not sure he would have gotten that off anyways. And that's the finish to what has been an exciting third quarter. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back after this with more fourth quarter action here from Lehi High School. You're watching high school boys basketball on KSL Sports and the Welcome back to This Is the Place Arena from Lehi High School. High school boys basketball tonight on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. As we welcome you back to one of the great rivalry games in high school sports, Lehi Skyridge. Fourth quarter action, the Falcons lead 38-33. Second matchup between the two crosstown rivals. Lehi won the first one earlier this season, back in January, 64-61. Not as much scoring tonight as the defense has been the story of this game. That one. Offensive foul called on Ryder Gentry. Been a tough second half for Gentry. He started off electric with the scoring for the Falcons and has been shut down since. And called for the offensive foul there. Pioneers with the basketball. Ashton Schul has really lit this offense on fire in the second half. Shot up off the back of the iron, no good. Trevor Anderson not able to connect on that one. Falcons quickly into the front court. Joel Gardner penetrates, finds Gentry. Back up top to Gardner. Shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Schul with the rebound. Front court Anderson, back to Schul. Signals for the offense. Anderson, dribble penetration, finds Rosenloff short, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line, shooting two. Foul on Carson Musteller. Started off hot here in the second half. Haven't heard much from him. It's been primarily the Joel Gardner show for the Falcons. Rosenloff for free throw up and good. He'll have one more. Second shot rims around and out. The Falcons maintain possession. Oh, turnover there for the Falcons, and Lehi in fortuitous position. Schul penetrates with the right hand, lays it off the glass, and good. Beautiful bucket by Ashton Schul. That cuts the lead to 2, 38-36. 6:32 left to play here in the game. Gentry, top of the key. Finds a man, dribble penetration, gets away from him, back to Musteller. Musteller, Gardner, wing extended, looks to penetrate, foul is called. And that is what Joel Gardner has done well all throughout this second half, is find gaps in the defense that he can expose and take advantage of. Substitution as Rosenloff will have to sit down. That is his fourth foul. Quick inbound to Gentry, up with the right hand and good. Nifty action there off the inbounds. Pushes the lead back up to 4 for the Falcons. Griffin Reed. Schul finds a man in the corner. Penetration dribble. Joel Anderson up and good! Oh, what a pretty bucket by Trevor Anderson. You can feel the back and forth starting to kick in again with 5:50 left to play here in the fourth. Penetration dribble. Shot is up. Offensive foul, the call. Nice job by Decker Yeager to draw the foul. Now Lehi student section on their feet as Griffin Reed brings the ball up. Looking to get it across the timeline, dribbles off. Needs to find some help and does. Back to Reed. Calls out the play. Pitches to Yeager. Yeager looking inside. They've got Schul pinned down. Bobbles the ball and lets go out of bounds. And you can see the frustration on Schul after he lets that one get away from him. Had an opportunity to get the equalizer on that. Instead, turnover, and Skyridge will look to capitalize. Gardner into the front court, kicks to Gentry. Gentry to Musteller from beyond the arc. Too long, rebound down to Schul. He looks to push. Calls out the action to Anderson. Down the baseline, loses the dribble directly in the hand of Musteller, and he'll push to Gentry. Gentry pushes up the court. Nifty little behind the back dribble there. As he works the defender, Griffin Reed. And Reed is called for a foul. This has been a physical game. We'll leave it at that. Quick inbound to Gentry. Pirouette layup, good! And the foul. Oh, what a play. Ryder Gentry, he's been fantastic off the inbounds plays all night long. Gets the bucket, and he'll get a chance for one more from the charity stripe. And that is good. 5-point lead for the Falcons. 43-38. Lehi needs to get a basket. Finds Yeager in the corner. Rainbow jumper, no good. Rebound to the Falcons. Bit of a sticky situation, able to get out of it there. Over to Gentry, swings through the defender. Dribbles, penetrates. Looks for a man, finds him on the wing, shot up. Too much. Rebound down to Yeager. Yeager clears the basketball. Into the front court. Shot up. Shot off the front of the rim, no good. And that'll go over to the Falcons. Had an open look there from the wing, just not able to hit it. We'll see a quick substitution as Ashton Schul will take a seat along with Griffin Reed. 4:08 left on the clock. We'll see how long they're able to get away with Schul on the bench. Rosenlauf picks up the dribbler, swings the action, alley-oop to Gentry. Oh, Ryder Gentry, absolutely fantastic. Finishes the alley-oop for two. 45-38 Falcons. Hewish kicks out to Rosenlauf, dribble penetration, inside, finds a man, up with the right hand, rims around, basketball fought for. And that's going to be out of bounds. Possession stays with Lehi. It looked like Zach Gagan was trying to call timeout, but he'd already stepped out of bounds. So Hewish will inbound from along the sideline. Schul back into the game after a brief rest and goes inbounds to him. He penetrates, spins, up with the right hand, off the glass, swishes around and down for Ashton Schul. Skyridge quickly into the front court, puts it up Gagan, and gets a good look to go. And the back and forth has begun again. 47-40, 7-point lead. Rosenlauf kicks in the corner, Yeager, shot fake, up, three, no good. Ball fought for, goes down to the Falcons. Into the front court. Oh, Gardner loses the handle over to Schul. Schul is fouled. Actually fouled again. What has become a bit of a chaotic scene here. The back and forth, you can feel the energy picking up here in the arena. With 2:50 left to play and a 7-point lead. crunch time is arriving. Hewish will inbound from along the baseline. Schul in the corner, shot up, off the rim, no good. Rebound to the Falcons. Nice inbound action to try and find Schul in the corner. Just wasn't able to get the bucket to go. Good defense there by Anderson, not able to get the ball away from Mosteller. He finds Gentry again, not able to get the alley-oop on that one. Hewish clears the possession, up court. Finds Anderson, Rosenloff spins inside, up with the right hand, no good. Follow up and in, but that is not going to count. Foul is called, I believe that foul was called on Trevor Anderson on the putback. That'll be the fourth team foul for the Pioneers. 4 team fouls for the Falcon. We'll take a timeout with 2:18 left to play. You are watching high school boys basketball on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Live from This Is the Place Arena at Lehi High School in Lehi, Utah. It is fourth quarter action from Lehi Skyridge as the Falcons lead 47-40. 2:18 left to play here in the fourth quarter. What has been a feisty, physical, fantastic fight to the finish between two crosstown rivals. The visitor Falcons looking to get revenge on the Lehi Pioneers, as the Pioneers won the first round of this heavyweight fight back in January, 64-61 at Skyridge. Now the Falcons looking to do the same here at Lehi. Falcons will inbounds. Full court pressure from the Pioneers. Kick called. So we'll do it all over again. Inbound to Gardner. Gardner has been a spark here in the second half for the Falcons. His dribble penetration has allowed them to continue to maintain this lead. A lead they've held for the entirety of the game. Wall work, dribbles, defended by Rosenloff. Takes a screen. Finds Gagan. Gagan with a spin. Over in the corner, shot is up, shot is long. And that one is controlled by Lehi. We're gonna have it. We'll have an inbounds here for the Pioneers. Hewish defended by Gardner. Pioneers will need to get buckets in a hurry here. Ashton Schul looks in the corner to Rosenloff. Back to Hewish, penetrates up with the left hand and gets it to go. Nice penetration by Tillman Hewish. 47-42, 1:16 left to play. Falcons trying to kill the clock. Hewish defending. Mosteller calls for the foul there. He's able to bait Schul into the foul. So he'll go to the line shooting too. That may end up playing in the advantage of the Pioneers as it saves them from losing more clock. Carson Mosteller, the leading scorer for the Falcons, been mostly quiet for the entirety of this game. First shot up and no good. And they'll have one more. Bonus the rest of the way for both teams. Shot up and good for Mosteller. (48-42) the score. Hewish with the dribble. Up top, Schul for three, short. Rebound to Hewish. Resets, put the shot up, off the rim, no good. Rebound. Anderson gets the put back. And that'll be a timeout. 44 seconds left on the clock. We'll keep it here. Give you a quick game reset watching at home. The Pioneers with 2 timeouts remaining. Falcons with 3. We'll get a full timeout here. We'll take that timeout. We'll be back with the remainder of the fourth quarter action here from Lehi. You are watching KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network. Here at Lehi High School at This Is the Place Arena. A finish cooking here for the Falcons and the Pioneers. 48-44 the score. 44 seconds left to play. Skyridge with the inbound. Both teams in the bonus. Double here in the backcourt, and foul is called. 3 seconds tick off the clock on that one. We'll see a substitution here for the Falcons as Gardner will step to the line shooting 2. Big free throws here down the stretch for the Falcons. Maintaining a 4-point lead. 41.2 on the clock. First shot up and good for Gardner. Cool as the other side of the pillow on that first shot for the lefty. And he'll have another. Second one up and nothing but net. Ice water in the veins for Joe Gardner. Shot up, Anderson around the rim, no good. Rebound, fought forward, controlled. Ryder Gentry with 27.5 to play. Foul is called. 6-point advantage for the Falcons. The shots just did not fall in the second half for the Pioneers like they were hoping. 50-44, 27.5. Ryder Gentry steps to the line. He's been outstanding tonight for the Falcons. Shot up and good. Second shot, rebounds down to Hewish. She pushes quickly into the front court. Finds Schul, deep three-pointer up in front of the rim, no good. Rebound, fought for. I'm going to say it was out of bounds. Ball goes over to Skyridge. Griffin Reed thought he was in bounds and had thrown it off the Skyridge player's foot, but the officials saw it differently. 19.2 on the clock. Shot clock is off. Falcons inbound to Gardner. Gardner fouled in the backcourt by Hewish. The Pioneers will look to extend this one as long as they possibly can, playing the foul game. 51-44. See the officials huddle there at the free throw line. First shot up off the front of the rim, no good for Gardner. 7-point lead for the Falcons. There's been as many as 15. Lehi able to fight back. Second one up and good. 52-44. Schul picks up the basketball. Rosenloff, Hewish. Penetrates, lays it up and in. The clock continues to tick. Inbounds, goes to the Falcons. Gentry picks it up. And he'll dribble this one out. And Skyridge exacts their revenge as they get the win tonight on the Pioneers home court, 52-46. That's the final, as this one ends up with wins on either side for the rivalry. Another fantastic night of high school boys basketball. We thank you all for joining us tonight. I am Brian Brown on behalf of myself, our fantastic cameraman Dane Stewart. Yes, you heard correctly. And all of us at the Rewind family, thank you for tuning in. You have been watching high school boys basketball on KSL Sports and the Rewind Sports Network.